Welcome to Steve Plays Minecraft, a little let's play sort of deal. This is just me with showing you some edited highlights from my games. And you can see here the world generator seed is 42 in case you want to play along. I will let you know I am using cubic chunks with integrated Phoenix terrain mod. Now, so in order to get this game, you're going to need to either use Phoenix terrain mod as a standalone, though that is probably not being updated past 1.7.3, or you can use cubic chunks, which should be updated for any upcoming version, though nothing's ever certain. You also need the same biome terrain file I'm using. Now, I'm using a very slightly modified Floating Islands by Natural Causes, which you can find on the Minecraft forum if you're interested in doing that. There is an old biome terrain thread you can search for with tons of screenshots of various terrains. It's a really nice thread, so you should definitely check that out. But this one, as I said, is called Floating Islands by Natural Causes. If you use his, you're probably going to get a slightly different world from this, or maybe a lot different. I'm not really sure how the algorithms work. Now you can see the computer here is trying to generate all the chunks. This is a little slow even using an optimizer. It still does take a little bit of time. Now, since I start off in the dark, I figure that's not a good idea. You never know when something will spawn. You never know, if something could be there, no sunlight hitting it. So, I'm going to get going here. And the official first rock I break in this world is dirt. Now, really, the point of this first episode is just to show off my terrain. And you do see features from a few other mods. I do have Millionaire installed. I do have No Creatures installed. I do have a few other content mods installed, but it's 3:45 a.m. and I can't think of them. I need to be up in 5 hours. Okay, and we don't really need to see me beating a tree down, so let's just get going to the next clip. Alright, and this is my tiny little house. We're several minutes into the day. I only have about 2-3 minutes left, I would say, before it starts getting darker. As you can see, I'm in a valley fairly close to the clouds. Can't see them quite yet, but I am close. And just to note, those torches I put on the outside of the house, very useful. I can't count the number of times in other worlds, especially when I first started playing, where I was running for my life at night, saw the torchlight from my house because I was slightly disoriented and just zoomed right in. Now I'm getting up to top of a tree to try and show you the valley we're in a little better. Big floating island there on the right, and down there is some sand and some water, which I feel like it might be interesting to look at now. It is getting darker, as you can see, and I am kind of terrified of the dark this early in the game. So generally, as soon as I see it starting to get darker, I start bolting back towards my house, which you can see me doing now. Now, if you look to the straight on, you can see a person there. That gets very interesting here in just a moment. You can see him hopping around. And at this point, actually, I see something jump over there behind the tree. You can see it right in front of me. You saw it just now. And I think, what is that? I am actually legitimately terrified at this point. I am slightly scared. That's why I'm going backwards and forwards, opening and closing the door because I don't know if it's going to rush me. I don't know what it is. And I am legitimately kind of freaked out at this point in the game. And I decided to leave my little spaz attack in here for your amusement. So I'm like, what is it? What is it? I'm going to die. Now, when I open the door again, look to the right of the tree in front of me, and you will see it. It is a little hard to see because it's dark brown, but it'll turn around and jump, and you can see its tail a little bit, or I'm not sure what that is actually, but you just saw it there. At this point, I decide to leave it alone and work on expanding my house. This is not really particularly something I think you'd be very interested in. So let's get going to the next day here. Now, that's the only other day I play in this. So this is going to overall be a pretty short first episode. But let's get going to the next clip here. Alright, now it's daylight. I've spent the night building stuff with some of the wood I have and some of the stone. I'm almost out of wood, but I did build basic implements. I have a sword because I don't know if that thing's still out there. I was thinking it was maybe a Bigfoot at this point. I didn't know Mo creatures put those in, but that's the only mod I have in that adds stuff. I am hoping to put in Humans Plus soon. I wanted to put Builders in, but it looks like Builders is not updated for the current version of Minecraft. Now, you see just a guy hopping around with shredded clothing. So I saw the Incredible Hulk last night. No. Really, what I saw was, it was a werewolf, I believe. I think. I know I read about some mod that put werewolves in, so I'm thinking that's what it was. Now let's just give you another look at the valley we're in, the general area. One of the strange things that you'll kind of notice about this world is there's not really any animals in it. There are no pigs, there are no cows, sheep, chickens, anything. It's really barren, and I'm not sure why. Other worlds I've generated have had those, so I'm really not sure why this one doesn't. At this point, I was looking around confused because I was positive I saw coal in the in that big rock quarry that I'm looking at right now. But well, not rock quarry, but the cliffside I'm looking at, and I can't find it anymore. I actually came down here not so much to explore the water and the sand, but to mine that coal. But since I'm down here, I might as well go across and take a look at it. Now this is nice. It's just nice nice shallow water. It's really kind of an interesting area over here. I hope to explore it further in other episodes. Mainly a beach. Now if you look over there's another one of those little tunnel places like where I started. You can see something wandering around on the top, whether it's a zombie or another werewolf person or a skeleton. I'm really not sure. And I'm not in the state to find out right now with just a stone sword and no armor. So I decided to have a look over this way and see what we have. Now at this point, since there are no pigs or other food source, I do notice some brown mushrooms up here and figure it's probably worth my time to get those before I investigate that scary dark cave over there. Now I am hoping I will find some kind of animals soon, or maybe I can make some kind of an animal farm, so to speak. Now that sound kind of freaked me out a little bit as I was going to explore this, and I'm kind of like, okay, running away now. Then I think, come on, you're being a sissy. Go explore the scary dark cavern. Just put some torches down. Now I only have 7, so I'm kind of limited in what I can explore, but figure there's no reason not to take a look. Now it looks like there's something pretty interesting down there, but with only 3 torches left, it's really not practical for me to explore that. I'm going to need some more coal, or I'm going to need to chop a couple trees down and make some charcoal. Speaking of charcoal, let's get this tree chopped down. And one of the things you need to know about me is I never want my local trees to run out. I don't want to have to go very far for trees, so quite often you'll see me just chopping all the foliage to get saplings out, which is what I'm doing right now. Then I decide to explore back here a little bit, and again it looks somewhat interesting. But at this point, since I have edited a lot out, I know night's coming up again, and I only have a few minutes, and again, with only a sword, I don't feel like it's in my best interest to go exploring this close to night. I am kind of cowardly at night for the first, well, it depends how fast I find stuff, but usually the first 4 or 5 Minecraft days, I do not like being outside at night. I think that comes from my first night ever in Minecraft where I was terrified. I'd been playing the game for maybe 20 minutes at this point, and I'm just completely terrified. Standing on top of a hill, looking down at zombies and spiders and skeletons. I'm thinking, oh my god, I'm going to die, not realizing that I'm maybe 20 blocks from spawn and nothing much happens bad when you die that early in the game and don't have anything. But I was terrified, and I'm thinking that's kind of why I'm always nervous outside at night due to that terrible first experience. And there are some squids that I either didn't notice or weren't there on the first time through. But I know it's definitely getting pretty close to night at this point, so I'm kind of eager to get back nearer to my house. I'm not sure exactly how long it will take. I do notice some coal, so some floating islands you can see. I do notice some coal, so I start mining that. I didn't take all the coal, but I took a pretty significant amount of it. And we don't need to see that, so we're back at the house with a few moments to go before dark. But I decide I have enough time to explore the sort of dark caverns out this way. This turns out to be a little bit of a disappointment down here. As you can see, there's not very much going on. It's not really a cavern. It doesn't lead to much of anything. I may use this as a start of like a mining operation to dig down in search of caverns, diamonds, redstone, all that good stuff. It is pretty low and it's not too big, so it'd be easy to close it off. But I'm not sure about that yet. Looks like there's some water down there. Not really sure about that. That looks more interesting. Once I get some more torches, I definitely need to explore that a bit more, but again, with only 7 torches, I don't really feel like I can go very far. And also, any second now, you're going to see it start getting darker. There we go. The music is really loud in my ears, so I apologize if I'm talking a little bit louder than normal. Alright, well, this is really about everything. I'm just going in my house. So that's everything. As I said, I also have Millionaire installed. I forgot to mention that earlier. You can see me hit V to see if there's a village around. I've actually never found one in game, so I'm not sure what to expect. I just started using Millionaire because it's kind of like Builders Plus. Builders Plus isn't updated for the current version of Minecraft, as best I can tell. But that's about everything for episode 1 of Steve Plays Minecraft. So I hope to see you again in episode 2, and hopefully it'll be out before very long. Alright, see y'all later.